I can't be hard on those players at the end of the day. No disrespect to the FA Cup, it's fantastic, but with the position we're in, with the injuries I've got, the priority is the league, and I said that before it. I've got a massive one on Saturday. Obviously, that could be Mehdi struggling. Apparently, they're saying 10 to 15 stitches in his leg, so it's going to be hard for him to recover. Jan on the bench tonight, who was injured. Such a small squad. At the minute, I'm trying to bring players in. I'm hoping to do that in the next couple of days.
So specifically, what happened with Mehdi? Because we all feared the worst when he was stretchered off.
I didn't see it myself, to be honest, but you could tell straight away by the players' reaction, and the physio's reaction was, I think he signalled straight away for the stretcher. He got rushed to hospital there apparently, where they're saying that you could see the bone in his leg.
So it was a gash rather than...
Yeah, it was a gash, so, unless he's a miracle healer and he's very brave, I'd say he'll be a very, very big doubt for the next couple of weeks. It's unfortunate because, as I say, I can't afford to lose anyone at the moment. But I've just got to dust the boys down now, recover them right, and look forward to Saturday.
Given that he has gone to hospital, was it the right decision to send the Blackburn player off?
Well, as I say, I didn't see it, and I mean that. I was shocked whenever, and that's hand in my heart, I was shocked whenever he gave a red card because I did not see it. So I can't really comment on that, but as I said, if it shows in the DVD, but he's got a gash in his leg, so something must have happened.
The drama all started with the early penalty, of course, which Blackburn got, and that made it hard for you, but you did come back into it. What did you make of the penalty specifically?
Well, to be fair, I thought it was sloppy defending by us, but when you're in that position, I thought whether people say it's a penalty or not, it makes it easy for the referee because they thought we got the wrong side of him. And me being a striker, I'd have been the same. I'd have tried to get the other side of the defender, and listen, it's one of them. I don't know if it is, but I'm not going to stand here and say it wasn't, because I'd have done the same myself. I thought he was very cute, the player, and what he done, but we showed good character to get back into the game. I don't care 10 or 11 men, it's very hard to play against 10 men, but they're a quality team. You've got Jordan Rhodes, as I said to the players. I thought they'd make a few changes, but I said that's the difference. That's why he's worth what he at the 12 million. You see his goal, getting across the strikers or the defenders. And at the end of the day, as I say, I wish them good luck. They've been fantastic, Blackburn, and I wish them good luck in the next round.
And the other moment of quality, of course, was Mark Byrne, a terrific strike.
Yeah, Bernie's got that in his locker. I say to him, more often, get yourself in that position to do it. He was unlucky with one on Saturday. It just went over the crossbar. But as I said, we're a team that, Scott's in there disappointed with his header. But listen, I've been in positions myself. You've got to be there to miss those chances. But I'm not going to be too hard on the boys because I thought they applied themselves very well. For where we are and the small squad we are, as I said to the players, look forward to Saturday night. That's our main focus as a league. And as I said, I thought every single one of them work for each other. I want desire, I want determination in players, to give me for working hard. And specifically where we are, I said to them that's what I want. It's a give me in football, and I was pleased with their attitude on Saturday and with their attitude tonight, but just a little bit disappointed in the second half that we couldn't keep the momentum going.
And just finally from me, it was a crazy game and it got crazier right at the end. Unfortunately, Joe Day sent off, and that's disappointing because he's had such a tough week.
He's had a very tough week, as I said, for personal reasons. At the weekend I said to him, look, I'll give you time off, whatever you want, whatever frame of mind he was in with the big man, text after the game Saturday, and as I said, that's what I wanted, unity in the squad. I want everyone together because it's important. The boys rallied around him, and the big man, disappointed. He was emotional coming off there tonight. Well, as I said, listen, these things happen in football. I'm not one there that, going to rant and rave at him. As I say, we've got the big lad, Mitchell, he done very well on Saturday, and Joe come on there. So, as I said, we've plenty of cover in that area.
Guys, is that one game or 3 games?
I think it'll be one game. I hope it's one game. Yeah. But as I said, we'll go on and say that they're saying they appeal it, but I don't think we'll be successful in regards to it because, it's an easy one for the referee and one for the strikers. As I said, they're cute in what they do. Unfortunately, you know what I mean, as I say for Joe, that it will probably be one game, I think.
Must have been pleased with the way Tom Owen-Evans came on and it looked like he was enjoying himself.
He is, Tom, for me, he's another one I've tried to stay on top of, in training. He's got all the ability, but I says, try and play two-touch. He likes to throw a few legs over the ball, but as I said, you want to learn. He's only a kid again, you know what I mean? He's already 18. I says, just try and play two-touch, get games under your belt. And I thought he'd come on, got in some fantastic positions. It's his first start, in 3-4 months. So you know what I mean. He's given me food for thought, the kid, and he's a joy to work with because he's in every day, smiles, and that's what I want, people to go and express themselves at the football club.
Your priority now to bring in players before Saturday?
It is, big time. Squad's that small, there'll probably be an announcement of the club in the next couple of days regards one of our boys. But that's part and parcel of football. So the squad will be very, very thin at the minute. So fingers crossed the next couple of days I'll get somebody in.
So the squad's going to get thinner then, is that?
The squad will get thinner, believe me. I have a couple of injuries, and you know what I mean. As I said, at the end of the day, that's part and parcel of football. I've got to get on with it.
What positions are you looking at as a priority?
I'm looking at strikers, big time. Strikers is, obviously John Lewis is out for a while. Might have to look at midfielders now as well because of Mehdi. I had Jan on the bench tonight who was injured. Matty Partridge is going to be a while, I think, unless I pray somebody up there with healing hands can get the boys fit. But I'm not one to make excuses. As I said, I'll be on the phone straight away and hopefully get a couple in.
Rodman's still out as well.
Rodgers is still out. It's touch and go. How long it is, he's a fantastic athlete, Rodman. He's one that needs to be 100%, but he's one we'll assess in the next couple of days.
I was just about to say, your former clubs, Cardiff and Swansea, could they help out? Could you put a call into them?
Yeah, I'll be ringing everyone. I didn't, as I said on Saturday, I didn't believe there was that many agents in the UK. All of a sudden, they want to be your friend. But no, beyond them, as I said at the end of the day. But I want to bring quality and I want to bring better players in that we have got. I think it's important. The players have got to be right because, as I said, we're in a dogfight at the moment, and it's not, pretty football. I need people who are going to be winners for the situation we're in. I said that the players, we just need to go over that line. But we're player sales like we did tonight, have no problem. I said I'm sure we'll do it. And you've got to be confident in your own ability, and I certainly am.
Thanks, Warren.
Newport boy Ellis Harrison just gone to Hartlepool, hasn't he? Was he ever an option for you? Or?
He was. I tried to get Ellis. And to be fair, beat me, to be honest, because no disrespect to Hartlepool, he's a Newport lad, and I thought, there was a big chance of him coming here, but it was one that was maybe let down on. But as I said, I got to get on with it. I've got a list of targets that I want, and it's probably the hardest window to bring players in because no one wants to get rid of strikers. They want to keep their squad together, and as I said, I've tried everyone, but fingers crossed, hopefully I'll get one over the line by tomorrow or Wednesday. It's about 90% done. I think it'd be a good addition for us, to be honest. But might have to look at other positions as well now.
Thanks, Warren.
Thank you, man. Thank you.